My name is Dr. Kevin Murray. I am the Vice President of World Craft Council International and editor of Garland magazine. Yes, it is my first. I'm sorry that it's taken me such a long time now that I've finally had the experience of being here. It's quite remarkable. Well, I've just seen such amazing craftsmanship, warm hospitality, beautiful works, quite lovely, beautiful heritage architecture. So it's only one day so far, but I already feel full. Well, it can, through the promotion of the city, increase tourism. So there's opportunity to sell to people who come. We have various programs like the Award of Excellence. So products that are of a high standard can receive certification, which helps with marketing. There's also many festivals. Artisans can be invited to attend, which is sometimes good for sales as well as the experience of travel. Yeah, many, I hope. That's certainly what we hope to do. There can be exchanges where artisans visit other countries. They can, through our communication, learn what's happening, and then through the World Craft Cities, they can visit others on exchange, do residencies, workshops.
My name is Nadia Mir. I am from South Africa, and I am the Vice President for the Africa region of the World Craft Council. Actually, my first visit was when I was a teenager in the 1980s, and I think that was the most wonderful time. I lived on Dal Lake and on a houseboat. I swam, jumped off and dived into the water from a swimming boat. And I completely fell in love with Kashmir and Srinagar and everything about the culture. Well, firstly, putting a spotlight on Kashmiri handicrafts through the award of being a World Craft City. That's one first step. And then joining a network of hundreds of other cities around the world that also have been recognized will be great. I think collaboration between artisans, between businesses, business-to-business exchange, more marketing platforms, and product diversification is what we need to do. I think so, and I also think that we can help inspire people here in Kashmir to look differently at their crafts, and I think all of it's just really positive, a people-to-people exchange.
My name is Professor Aftab Gada. I have several roles. One is that I'm the president of the World Craft Council for the Europe region. But separately to that, I've been 45 years as an academic professor in art and design. Area is visual communication, but for the last 20-25 years I've looked at most art disciplines, from architecture to interior design to furniture, fashion, textiles, jewelry, and obviously I'm interested in craft a lot more.
Is it your first visit to Kashmir?
No, strangely this is my second visit, but my daughter-in-law comes from Lal Bazar. She came to study in Birmingham in the UK. And met my son. They liked each other. They said they want to get married, so it happened. Mashallah. I love it, and we've had a chance to go and have a look at some of the craftsmen with the pashmina wool, making that, and some paper mache stuff. And it's wonderful to see the old traditional handcraft being maintained and retained. Obviously, what you need is a lot more the younger people to come and retain that. In my growing years and so on, I've always had a history and knowledge of Srinagar. I knew that all those handicrafts, when people used to bring things, trinkets and so on, this is from Kashmir. So in a sense, we already had that link. But in a real sense now, having gone through the art design, having experienced, having had a chance to see firsthand these artisans and crafts and so on, I think it is very important. It is very easy for the new generation to be distracted through media to look at things like IKEA and other types of furniture, when it's a very modernistic approach. But what they actually forget is there is a rich history and tradition that they ought to revive and maintain. Artisans should be remunerated for its value and craft. It isn't just a tourist item that is duplicated, you see in Europe and other places, and it's fake. And that is the sad part about it. And that's why I think it is important for something like the seal of authenticity, which we're now developing as part of so that the GI, all those things are going to be very helpful for the artisans, because it will give them a sense of belonging, interest, and originality. And I think that's when people buy something, they need to know that it's a real craft piece, it's a value craft, it has history, and hopefully it will be handed down into generations to come.
Okay, I'm Aziz Murtazayev from Uzbekistan, the president of World Craft Council, Asia Pacific region. Yes, it's my dream destination. It's the first time to be in Kashmir. Yes.
So how do you find Kashmir?
So like our half day already here, and I'm very impressed. First of all, with our landscape and also architecture. And now mostly seeing the crafts. I already heard a lot about Kashmiri crafts, and now seeing this very fine pashmina work, and also now we are knowing more about paper mache. And I just met the new, what I can say, innovator in crafts and industry is Mr. Zubair, about making these different fabrics. And of course, I know about the rugs and Suzanis. I'm very impressed, and the dedication of people here to preserve and also develop these crafts, it's astonishing. Of course, even the names of the craft skills like a Suzani or like a miniature, or we all have this similar, and even with the patterns, I can say that they have a very good connection between Central Asia and Kashmir, and we know that from the history, the ancestors, our Mughal, like Babur and his dynasty, they came here, and also this brought a lot of intercultural relations, and also I think we can also have this continued in terms of like Bukhara, Samarkand, the ancient cities and the Great Silk Road. They were for centuries a big market. So we can have these Kashmiri products consumed. When I say I speak mostly for all Asia Pacific, because as a president I always do a bridge between different countries, because as a leading this region, one of the most active region in World Craft Council. And also now Srinagar became one of our network members in the World Craft Cities. So this will give more advantage to Srinagar to be in this collaboration. And we'll definitely invite artisans, organizations from here to different other events, and make them connected.